I introduce the guest. He is head of the department in uh, Raichur, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering. And not many people are really working on water shed management and things like that. And it's very difficult, and it is very much needed for this hour. And we are very really fortunate to have Professor Sadish Kumar on this day among with us. And so we will definitely make use of his lecture very well. And I also invite our students to interact with the guest speaker freely. And he is alumnus of our institute, and he'll be very free to talk with you. And he has taken so much of pains to travel from long place to have a kind of what you call a recall of his experiences, whatever he had during his stay here as MTech student as well as PhD student. So I invite him once again for this lecture, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kumar sir. Uh, I really I'm pleased to be here at TNAU because it's an alma mater for all the while, and generally becoming see as an alumni, it is like a revisiting our own like a mother, so, where we learn the institute, and even I tell you, we have learned many things at the during our stay in masters and PhD. To recall Dr. Balaji Kannan, he's of course he's a 1 year senior to me in the master's degree, and we are uh, and 10 years and long period we have cherished here. That's Dr. Ravi Kumar also we have that time we had a short visit. We have seen many. We have made a quite associations now. So during what we are working in our Raichur is a engineering agriculture engineering college from 1969. It is was a department. Now it is a diploma. Now it is a full-fledged college. So it is almost crossing 50 years last year. So during here the period in the soil and water department, we have taken much more projects under the for the development of the area as well as the focal point developing technology. So recently, the Karnataka state government has taken an initiative across to, after the Rajasthan, more rain-fed area that has and semi-aridity, as well as the suffering most of recurring droughts is the Karnataka after the Rajasthan. That is a crisis they have. So you can say the much more is the rain-fed land is more. So 19 point million hectare is the Karnataka state. So 12 million hectare is the rain-fed area. So recurring droughts, floods are very common. So question is how to use the resources properly. So how to use it optimally? We use the word. So for that state government, it is has taken that again in Karnataka, like in South India, is the advantage of IT sector is there, technologies are there. So then why we can't use properly to the agriculture, the whatever the developments. So for that, what it made was so it intended to go for developing agriculture policy, landhold policy for each landholding. So each landholding, what should be its policy for? So in order to make a policy over the landholding, policy in a sense, what should be your land? So tomorrow this is a piece of land. It may be 1 cent or 100 hectares. What will be its conditions after next day, or next year, or next decade, or next 100 years? So do we have anything of that database of that land? So it is something like can be called as a Aadhaar card. So when we come up with the Aadhaar, now we can able to link many things. We can see online payment has increased. Why means connectivity has improved, authenticity has improved. Many things have come up now. So that means gaps are reduced. So similarly, in case of agriculture, why the development is consumed because database is not archived, database is not processed, database is not being fully used. So for that, we have to take a very pains of making database. So in this regard, in the last 15 years, current government was working with the World Bank. So the World Bank has sponsored the project to initiate this one. So the objective was to make the database of each land holding. So so that the project that now it is called as a regenerating watersheds for agricultural resilience through innovative development. Previously we used to call like a sujala means good water. So that was the for two seasons, 3 5 years completed, and now for 20 last 20 years it has again come as a reward program. So now we are working is, so what has government has been done, it has roped in all the agriculture universities, leading education institutions in the agriculture, professional agriculture university. They're all they are linked now. So there are 12 partners are there. We are making partners, and we are working together to to develop the database of all. And second point is the decision support systems. How to use the resources optimally. So third point is that how to manage the resources optimally. These are the three objectives. Next, please. So of course, this is one of the watershed in the northern Karnataka, where the rainfall is 800 mm and above. It is almost a good rainfall, but still we call it as a semi-arid. So the word semi-arid is again like it switches over semi-arid. But if you look at the Israel or anything, they're hardly 300 mm, 350 mm average rainfall is there. They are in better position than in India, so that they can export ship loads even it can in advance, and they can guarantee 6 months before that. So the question that arises government was why we are not lacking here. So question is we don't have a database of the what's happening. So for that, so again in order to identify the problems perspectives at each site, each location, so the project was formed. So this is one. Next please, you can see that one typical example that we have taken up for the implementations also. The top of the hillocks are the bald because of the agriculture is taking place. And the soil is again getting eroded, goes down and is choking the nalas also. So average rainfall is 800 mm. So all with all pleasures and everything, but still they are under the poverty, not able to do anything. So question was how they are not managing, why they are not able to manage. So it is like they are the vicious cycle of degradation. So how to stop the degradation, how to improve the degradation. So again the question is we are at the position of suggesting, giving no. So in order to give a suggestion or anything, you need a robust mechanism of translating, talking in, converging. So for that database is needed. So that's why we have developed a portal of the complete Karnataka watershed development from the one. So it's called, so where it houses the database each at 1:8,000 scale. 1:8,000 scale means if you see the soil map previously from NBSS, LP, and SLUC, they're all 1:1 is to 50,000. So 1:50,000 means 1 point. So so completely this campus will be on 1 point. So that is a 1 point soil. Now we reducing to the 80 square meter, 1 point. So that means number of points in. So the quality improvements, decision make improvements, understanding will improve. But but the question is task will be you have to go, you have to touch everything, and then once follow. So make it repository, do it on because technology is advanced. So that sort of work we started working. Next, please. Again you can see type of land uses are there, type of varieties are there, many practices are there, land holding is small. And the to make an advent of this in Karnataka, I think in Tamil Nadu also, there is a there the our agriculture department as well as the revenue department have come up with the mapping the complete land holdings below the survey number. The survey number will be there, always be there. But below the survey number, we are what I don't know what you call it. We call it as hissa. That means pod, I think. I don't know what you call. Suppose survey number is 200, 200 bar 1, bar 2, bar A, B, C. Definitely it's called patta. I don't know. We call it patta or huh? we call it Hisar, Pata, somewhere Podi, we call. There are many names are there. So we are going to that level because that is the management level. Because decision maker is a farmer. Even if you say 100 suggestion, he may not follow unless it makes him profitable within that 1 cent. Otherwise, he says, sorry, you go away. Government may be intending, but he must not intend. So it should go like a business field. So that's why we have to understand what the piece of land is there, what is the entity. So piece of land will be what is its soil, associate characteristics, land, slope, land use, then chemical characteristics, physical characteristics, fertilizer properties, how much we can give, crop suitability, soil, water interaction, what would be the hydrology, what would be the business point. So there are around 50, 60 thematics are there for each piece of land down to the 1 is to 8,000 scale. Okay, next please. Okay, so this is the what project. So now under this one, so as I said, 12 million hectare we have targeted around 1.4 million previously. Now we are targeting around 1.9 million hectare. So something like it will be 3,000 sub watersheds. Sub watersheds means around 6,000 hectares that will come. So if you take the generic names of a sub watershed, that will be 6,000. So what we are touching is each soil is touched by the 300 by 300 meters. So any grid sample is picked up. And according to the slope, according to the verification, the profiles are being digged to understand what is its profile, how it transforms. So as I was discussing earlier, so profile is equally important to capturize how the moisture would be taking place, how it can calculate. So those things are coming. So this is one sub watershed we are can is identified in northern Karnataka of a different variety. It's like a species. It's of its own variety. That's the next one. So again, we can get a huge example understanding. Suppose from one unit one somewhere we can, so we get texture, depth, phases, soil phases means each soil has its own texture on what slope, on what erosion, on what it's all complex is one unit. So that will be taken like an can take it as an HRU. So that response units that have been taken care. So then available moisture, then erosion, then strength, I mean stream network properties, then land capability, EC, pH, many all around 30 50 thematics that we can generate. So again, we can understand, suppose a soil depth may be less than 25, within 50 and 25. There are classes are standardized. So for that, how much area it will come. So tomorrow, how we can depend upon a soil has a 25 to 50 this much area, so that tomorrow crop suitability what we can suggest. So can we fit for this one? So what sort of a crop we can grow, so we can hear, so that government tomorrow can understand this much area is there, tomorrow what should be the accountability. Of course farmer agrees or not is a secondary, but advice can go further. That is one. So from point next place. Okay, so that's why survey goes on working. So agriculture universities have been roped in. So agriculture universities, the teams have been made. We made a camps at every year. So each area has been fixed. So it keeps on working for the understand every 300 by 300 micro watershed basis. The database collections are going on. So land, water, usage, status, structures, all the things that we come across. Next, that will become like a census. But okay. Next, please. Similarly, you can see the what is semi-aridity. Many things will come across. So are to be accountable, recordable. Next, please. Next, please. Okay. So then again, soil and water. Soil is like a static, holds the gravity, but water is a quick, it won't stop. It quickly goes into cycle. So then what we need to, so one is we identify two, three important rainfall runoff relations, each parcel wise. Next one is soil moisture and evaporation. Rainfall runoff is like an instantaneous. It hammers and go. After half an hour, you don't find it. Its event is closed. Soil moisture evaporation, it is like a novel. Whole day, whole year, it keeps on working. But its dynamics are different. So how they work now? Then groundwater. We use, we pump, we use, we augment, again treatment. Then how it can be? So all three essentialities, how you can plug in each other. Them. Next, please. Okay. Again, another one is we are also taking work is on the we are working on whole watershed. We call it synoptic as a micro, as a sub, how it responds. At the same time, we are focusing. You can see the color different one or the benchmark sites. So each soil are classified. Taxonomy, soil taxonomy. There is a classes are there, series are there. So particular series, how much area is in Karnataka or in associate tomorrow you can in Tamil Nadu or anywhere. So this series tomorrow, this is the yield now. So what it is potential tomorrow. So can we depend upon? So what should be the agronomical practices of tomorrow so that we can keep up the potential? Or this is finalized? Or should we take it into the consideration or not? Or it is completely degraded? So not to answer that questions, we need to go for study for continuously how it is responding. So we have taken around 5 hectares, 10 different soil series. One series means it may be 1,000 hectares, 2,000 hectares, 10,000 hectares spread over it under different geology anywhere. How it respond? What is its potentialities? So for that, such studies are also we have taken. Every year, around 5 years, we have taken. Next, please. Again, that will be used. Suppose bunding system, where to bund, how you decide now, what will be the casting now. So is it something like what we follow? Suppose in a manual is there, for but it won't hold there because realities are different now. Government says how much I'm spending now. So per hectare, what should be the recommendation? Should I go this much? Or how much farmer is interested? He says no soil water business. I want my property bunding. Will you do? Do. Otherwise, go. No. The question is soil and water conservation or anything program, 50% fund will go there. So the question is what is accountability? So government wants to know what is the scientific basis. The World Bank says how I can give you, how we can give them. So suppose you give a loan, how it will go? Is it required? How much is required? Who has to answer? Who has to build the cat? So again, the maps have been taken, understood, taken them in reality, how much they are actually working there. So what should be the prescription? So then for that, what should be decision support that goes on web based so that each everybody, it may be scientist, maybe from the department, maybe student or maybe professional, maybe XYZ. We would like to know. We would like to work our own land, smaller piece or bigger piece, bigger chunk, how it can be. So solutions has to be done. So that has to be put in. That should be rolled out, should be worked out. It should be interacted. For that, how you develop. So that's we are working again. So bunding system. A surplus wear. We are working with a surplus wear. It looks very silly. No, it is a very big business is there. But question is we are not answering the reality question. It should be why it should be, how much it should be, can be modularized, standardized. See, other industry, if you say, when you become a standardized, no, see, buyer and seller will come at the same platform. If you don't have a commonness framework, so again, why the agriculture is suffering again is that there is no framework proper. Their individual objectives are different. So that's why how we can bring them on a same platform. That's for working. Next, please. Okay, what we deliver. So these are deliverables of. So one is the decision supports. We have worked some decision support system. We have put in onto the website. We have rolled out, but still they are not functioning, not well. So again, the domain we need domain plus again the market level intelligence and again the algorithm intelligence technology. Still we are working. Many things are there. Okay, then now some of the we are improving the decisions on the same thing what we discussed today. What are the technology available? How we can use it professionally? Academics fine, fantastic, but professionally, because tomorrow somebody asks you 100 questions. If you take 10 rupees from a person, you will ask 10 questions. Why I should give 10 rupees? Is it not? This is a domain now. So we have to answer. Yeah, this is this way. This is why you have to be. So for that, we are trying to find the answer. Of course, difficulties are there. Next, please. Okay, then scaling is important. Scaling means if you want to do something, what to scale? Should we what the data scale? So data scale now we have improved rainfall, 15 minutes rainfall now, not below 15 minutes. That means no 1 day rainfall. No 1 day rainfall will not be used much more. So you need an intensity. If you know intensity, then rainfall runoff relation they may fail you. Of course, you can recommend something, but tomorrow, is there anybody to follow further? Question mark. Then we have to come down to that. So those things we are addressed. So now database, what we have done is we can't improvise the mechanism of measuring for whole Karnataka. It's a very costly. Nobody will pay that much money. So we have selected 20 such units across the 20 districts. So each micro watershed. So we have put a funds for water balance complete measurements, complete water balance. So it is like a kitchen experiments, whatever you do. And then now the question, we have to export the data and intelligence to others one. So that's sort of working area. So for that question is what to be the scale. Everything we have to bring it. So what should be the temporal scale? What's the time scale? Space scale. Space scale 1 is to 8,000. So anything you say 1 is to 8,000, 1 point. So that. So why 81 is to 8,000 is a cadastral map. Our cadastral map previously, all village maps are all 1 is to 8,000. So we can bring it to that one. Okay, so for that, temporal scale 15 minutes interval, any data that we take. So it will be taken. Of course, scale of some may not be there. That one we again push it to the some groundwater. So we are start measuring what are the identifiers, how many are there. Should we take a representative one? We continuously monitoring them. So we have invested continuous monitoring each hour by hour. Some of them months together, some of them and geological studies and many more studies, so that tomorrow finalize what should be your draft. Draft means how much you can pump. See, anybody will ask tomorrow is, should I pump? Question mark. If I don't pump, what is my uh, I mean crop? Some intelligent farmers say, see, I am going for seed production. Should I stop? No. If you say so, no, I can't stop. I have to keep pumping. Government says tomorrow how many hours I need. Should I give it or not? See, because it is giving free, freebies are there. The question is government, farmer, intelligence, market, everything has to be brought in under one platform so that everybody can come for a one solution. For that, we have to facilitate a platform scientifically, management, constraints for automatically market will move on. Next, please. Again, rainfall. So suppose, as I said, 20 watersheds we have to micro. So the each, so even you can say smaller watershed so that we can understand how the differences are there, how variations are there rainfall. We have a rain gauge. Suppose we have a rain gauge will be there. We are using 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 10 kilometer. Same thing will be using. Question is it representing? Question mark. So fortunately in Karnataka, the Karnataka State Disasters Management 19 million hectare we have. It has got 3,500 ring stations. 500 odd automatic weather station means all variable system, and of course it's procuring radars also, many things in the. So it's pushing learning. So that is a backbone for because database alone cannot be done. So that much we are pushing now. So with that again, it's all one is soil moisture, rainfall, runoff, then evapotranspiration, then groundwater. So all variables across the micro watersheds are being monitored. That's one rainfall incidence. Next, please. Then the data, how it will be every 15 minutes, it has to be analyzed. So it's completely every throughout the 24/7 data will be coming up. So question is how we can analyze them. So nowadays the days have gone. What I'm understand previously, we used to have big population. We may not having understand things. So that's why we take some samples, then make a model, then apply to that one. Now not like that. You'll be having huge data. Even I feel you'll feel sleepy. We'll feel sleepy looking into the data. So you need tools to operate the data. Understand the pattern. It's like rangoli, no? See, you put a rangoli, but we have to understand the pattern. This pattern, this pattern. So what is the centralized constancy within the variability? If you run along with the variable, it will like you will be like a mad. It keeps on changing. It keeps on changing. It keeps on be like an earth. It changing. Earth is rotating. Everything is rotating. The question is, it rotates on which axis that we need. So if you need, you catch up for it. So then we can suggest it. So paternalizing. So that's why I think I talked with many things are there now recently coming up. So that's an order of the day. So the requirement. It's not that we are thinking. The market says, "Are you? Do you have this one?" Then you talk. Then we have to improve now. It's like a market driven. Market driven means see the World Bank, see they are tell world very thing plainly about me. See Satish Kumar, if you are proposing something, It should be internationally anything. It should be viable. Otherwise, we are paying you crores to some. Then whose money is this? Taxpayer money. That means be cautious. See, one simple SES curve number method. SES curve number method. Everybody, it's like a home pattern. But question is, does it work now? It takes a daily rainfall. I have a rainfall every 15 minutes. See, many are there. See, let us go SES curve number. No, it's not giving solution. It should workable. Use the data. So 15 minutes rainfall, it won't take. It is 1960 Pons model in the USA that is based on that day in 1960. Day rainfall was the precious catch. It's like a gold catch. Now it is in, you can get it like a 1 minute data window. So you have to shift it change. So that means, do they have a model of catching that them? Especially, if not, you have to do our own. So we tried our own model for runoff and everything. Try to do. There are issues are there. Still working now. Many things. I need. That's why we are expanding network so that intelligence can come, so that you can have a solution, so that you can go. Okay. Next, please. Then infiltration. See, just take an infiltration top. See, question infiltration itself is a very big headache, a very big. What is there in infiltration? Take and put it down. Note down. If that is the case, then home crores. Then what you say? What is happening? No matching. Then say what is the where the matching? Sir, it's a difficult. It's a highly speculative. Then why? What are you doing the business then? Then leave it. Huh. Silent water, buck stops there. Why the silent water is again no question is accountability. Are you saying anything? So that's why again we are trying with profiles completely. How it goes, we have to understand. Even we have made an bring the whole profile into the laboratory, put it in the like a 3 by 3 completely. Take an experiment. So each soil, its own capacity hold, infiltration, then tension. All three we have to like a soil means how it should be characterized. So then how we can use this data to next sink into the spatial, So that's where we are again. So each FTP C12 that's its Aadhaar card or that soil. So that soil is of that one. FTP is a series name. M is a texture. C is a slope. 2 is a erosion, and G is a graveliness. Everything it will come. Next, please. Similarly, runoff incidence. So measuring the runoff at the outlet. Now question is runoff measuring. So runoff will come. How you use it? There are hundreds of questions. Even if you measure, measuring itself is a big problem. So many things are. Or even you measured, okay. Then data, how you sync it? So okay, this is runoff. Then how do you say? How do you apply it? Where you apply it? Who will take it? Then how finally it helps you to improve from 10 rupees to 10.5 rupees worthiness of getting that, or in decision making, or somewhere in decision making, how it helps me. Again, it's a story has to be built up. Next, please. So next, please. That's why you start measuring. Wares are there. I mean, complete divers are there. Every 15 minutes, data will come. That's why you start monitoring. Try to understand. So now we are try to fit C value. C is equal to sorry, Q is equal to CIA. Question is, what is C? What is there, sir? Take a point 3 or point 4. Do it. It won't fit. Where is the point 3? Is the point 3 is connected to this geolocation question mark? For geolocation, soil, land, surface, slope, land use keep on changing. We don't know how, where, how we link it. Because tomorrow when you work, something you should feel, yeah, this means this. So there is a challenges, but still we try to get it because we are also like this. Many data itself is a like a pleasure to enjoying a bit. But question is how to work from that. That's going on. Sir, we are 20 we have established. Like this 20 sir, 20 microwatt sheets. We have 20 like we have taken like a kitchen experiments, different agroclimatic zones, so that we are taking out what will be the water balance. Yeah. We have to use it. Again, management theft, that, this. There are so many things, but we have to make arrangement. If you say, so, sorry, it's not, then question why you take the project. See, ultimately, professionally means you be ready to answer, not say something. Yeah, Come on, keep moving, working, delegating, delivering. That's what, see, they will have very, very sharp questions. They say, no, sorry, no, nothing doing. What is it? You know, professor, you leave it that one. You tell what next. See, sir, sir, I think now, I think as on this day, recently we upgraded around something like 75 lakhs shed. And upon running cost will be around 25 lakhs, 20, around 1 crore it will come. All, yes, sir, all international standard that we see. One is profile moisture continuously profiles me every 15 minutes, 6 layers. It pushes me the soil moisture. Yes, it's all come, it's all IoT only. Next, individually soil moisture at our depths at identified locations where they can. LAI will get it. Uh, LAI values. Again, LAI means it's a leaf area index. LAI, leaf area index. That will give us how much is the canopy spread over, improving. Exactly, exactly. Yes, we have to manage. Exactly. So for that we have made we are based on soil as a unit, the complex unit. So how many complex units are there? That means that much variability will be there. So that much stations we have made. In that way, whole 1 acre, 2 acre crop monitoring is going on. So every stage you take LAI. That's manual only. Manual. We have to go on. So for that again, labor, I mean, instrument we have to go on. Hmm. Around 20 stations, 20 locations, around 500x. 20 place. No, no, 20. Yeah. Time scale again we fit for every 15 days. Well, sometime we have a month, depending on very remote. It's not travel, everything. So that's we are taken on. So finally, what we understand is each crop under this agroclimatic conditions, how much it can take a peak of canopy, how much it can attain, so that ET can be linked. Because ET is the biggest challenge. That to AET. The lysimeter we tried, but like this in Orissa they are working same thing like this, affiliation. But they have gone for, but we have not gone for because again it's a minuscule scale. You have to invest to have. At the most this one. See, if you want to improve your weighting scale by 10 times, no, you have to give cost 10 times more cost, weighing itself. So we find it there are other measures are there. Nowadays, what we know remotes, there are many other side mechanisms we are relying upon rather than of course physical we you have to measure. Some of them like lysimeter we are not taken it. So this is all again there is a huge runoffs are there. We don't know when we so question is how the runoff recurrences are there. Again the huge task is linked to geomorphology. See network geometry. What is this one? Can it absorb erosion? There are some areas are there. Implementation side still we are working now. All what some of them have divided eroded severely. Question is how you recommend a structure? They are asking scientifically how you link it here only and you mark it now. Again we have a like IRMA. They are our impact assessment agency, so they come every month. Their own mechanism. They monitor us how they are doing, what is their process now. Ma'am. There are three agencies are there, one Tata agencies are there. They are work on process monitoring, how your processing, how you are done, how processes are taking place. One is impact assessment, one is the professionalism and how we take up the issues now. So many things. So that ultimately they want it. So tomorrow we have to understand, make some. Yeah, of course. No, agriculture. See, it's like I have combined soil science, soil and what. See, soil sampling and everything. That's all not use lab. So lab they have given many, even absolutely facilities have been given, laboratories and everything. So that we are using. But question they are asking now is, come on, give the solution. You enjoyed this. Come on, give the solution. No, what we are working. See, previously, agriculture university, we depend on government. That's why I said you take it abroad. So we are working, and there's a network is there. Whole state is network, and we have Indian Institute of Science is our lead partner in hydrology. Already 5 years ago, another 26, 27. 5 years one way we have developed some of the framework now. So now they say come with some decisive mechanisms right now. Questioning simple, but get to answer the question is a very hell of a job. I mean, no, why I'm telling here is because we are the same brother. In tomorrow, how to answer them? See, why? No, question is how some X Y Z simple question asks what I need. Simply they're asking why the three laws are in suppose in central government. Again, they push back. Why? Because we are not ready with the system. Mechanisms are not ready. We don't know how it happens in each and every farmland. We don't know. Somehow we are managing. That's all. Farmers are managing, but institutionally, does the government has a hold? See, this is the area. This much is there. At least Rabi sowing. How much can I say? They're asking to Karnataka government. Agriculture, of course, they give us. Question is, how far you are clarity with that? What would be a coming under stress? Again, they're asking us go for advisory on the weather, entomologically. Many, they're saying, you start now. Come on, move, everything, should see. Then it's come now. The dynamics, again, it takes a, this is simple statics one, no? Some structure, question. See, one check dam. How you look at the check dam? The department, no, now they say their huge money is going on check dam, check dam, check dam. Question they're asking, how many times you build a check dam in the same area? Why you are not? Then you come on answer, why not? How you, what is the scientific basis now? How you take it now? Tomorrow, how web based? Okay. I remotely, how we can decide? Is it dependable? Question mark. Set of standards that nobody can question you. We're working, sir. Question is, come on, delegate. Answer, roll out. Next, please. Uh, Again, we are working rainfall run operations. How? Next, please. Next, please. These are all. Next, please. Next, please. Then again is we are working with understanding. See, evapotranspiration. It's like a Budeko curve. So it says PET bar P. That means how much is the aridity? See, more 1, 2, 3 is highly arid. So Raichur is somewhere at 2.1 aridity level. So this is the, suppose the rainfall is occurring, how much is being utilized? So that is we call PET by AET by P. So the now our biggest task is what would be the AET? In irrigation conditions, okay, PET is there, you multiply by Kc. No Kc value is available. Question is how you evaluate Kc value. It itself is an arbitrary. The question is how you evaluate AET, actual evapotranspiration, how much it should be. So again, in the last 5 years, we are struggling. We have come out with one Christensen modified a model of estimating AET. So question is how you sync it each and everything. But do you have every data that you need everywhere? Question mark. So then what you will do? How you tailor made the link now? So how you bring them? So how you define climate to climate, change in climate? How you define same climate, soils are different. So then how you switch them? So then what will be the crop? Questioning, of course, is there. But suppose we ask ourselves, then how we move? So, then again, we are working. Again, we are making our network bigger one. Next, please. So this is one last. This is suppose point it shows no. So that point it shows that above the curve means see you can see that energy line and water line. See some are the watersheds are energy deficient. That means no sunlight much. See they doesn't have to pick up the water to some watersheds like in Raichur or in suppose in like in Madurai or Koilpatti, many things. Really huge sunlight is there. You put the water, it will take it. So soil moisture retention is very less period. So then you need their water deficient. They are water deficient. You put the water, it is something like in putting on the tawa de dosa everything. It vanishes. The question is how you balance between your rainfall and crop. So what should be the guiding principle now? So that's one working. So that's one is called Budeko curve. This gives us sensitizers. So if it is well within the curve, it shows the rainfall available versus your crop utilization. They're almost balancing. That's okay now. The next please. Then that's why actually how we can see factors and hypothesis, how we can do it. So again, this leaf area, event rainfall, I mean depth, AET bar PET. So now we are redefining. We would like to define. We need a yardstick to define a climate. How you define a climate? So what is your quantitative measurements of defining a climate? Is it a rainfall is a climate? Is it RH is a climate? Is a temperature is a climate? Then what climate? Then what is weather is there? So then how we can change it? Suppose this is agroclimatic condition. This means what is your indicator point that is it change? So is it changing every 10 square kilometer or something else? So again monsoon everything changing it comes in. Terminals are there. Next please. Again process are being so surface moisture again a surface moisture is an indicator to estimate the soil moisture. So again soil moisture will be used to take up the AET. So that means how much is going out. So once you know that one, the question is how you link it to the for different soils. Suppose you don't have a database. So that's your task now. Next, please. So that's why comparison of here. AET, PET, estimated, non-estimated. So again, PET estimation, we are we are net radiometers are there. So not directly estimating. So net radio directly gives the energy, how much is going and how much is coming. So directly we can make a balance. So that means within the estimated model, we can fit it that one. So that's an added advantage. Next, next, please. Soil moisture. So this is how we can every 15 days how the soil moisture complete fire. These are around 1,000 hectares. So how it is changing. So one is a space intensive, another time intensive. How we mix the space and time intensive both them so that we can say what is its centralized activity. So what would be the ultimately in crop window period. Next is most toughest stuck in agronomy is sowing data. So when should it assign? Are you speculating? Are you predictive? Are suggestive? What? Question mark. So if you are suggestive, it's okay. Advisory. Predictive, fantastic. But you do. Okay, next, please. Again, the soil moisture. How we are linking with variabilities of soil moisture, spatially and temporally. So this is how we can see the how can work. So we are using. You can see the time intense is around 5 sensors. We have 6 sensors now. We have 6 sensors now. So each every 15 minutes data will push us. Next, please. Again, this is a we got TDR. I think we can go for TDR for the space intensive moisture. You can see there are all the grids are all the survey number within the survey number again HISA wise. So we pick the HISA where we can variability is much more. Land uses are changing. Next, please. Groundwater recharge. So again, how much is going getting recharged? So question is how you estimate the recharge. So do you want to measure completely? How much area you would like to measure? What is the intensity? Whether is okay or not, what should be the standards. We are working on, but question is how much recharge takes place. Do you have some understanding that one? Again, we are working with mines and geology. Many people are working here. Next, please. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Sir, water spray fluctuation is one of them. So again, we have to take in associated character also. Again, we are working with the recovery method also. This recovery. How much? Suppose you push the water, pump it. Again, how much recovery time? And we have some drivers are there. Every hour they give you database of the particular well. No, this is a mainly one. This one, but we are linking to that one to the parameters also. Yeah. Finally, because finally we what they're asking is draft. See, because huge draft is going on. Question is what should be the draft now? Draft now we are again one of the micro watersheds where the susceptible similar. We have gone for geological radar methods are we are working out how the weather zone how much is there, what should be the weather zone, how the weather zone is repeating for individual like a granitic, basaltic. We are mainly granitic and basaltic like in Tamil Nadu. So how much we are quantifying them? So that we are working now. That we are working now. Still long journey is there. Many are sinking, but still, but we again every 3 months, some 1 month we are taking database of whole microwatt database how it changing. But we have to sync now. That means finding the answers now. We have some 5 years data that we are all together. So now we are sitting now. What how to can, but still unanswered are there, because suddenly how we can link them now. So it's not something like a model. Suppose you take a some model you take, but you should work there. No, that there are. I mean, tomorrow, yeah, how we can translate this model to there. How we can work now. So that's very tough questions to be answered. So we are trying to working so moderately how we can do. At least can we say something? What will be the draft now? Should you see in some area, in some of the, I don't know, similar like in Tamil Nadu, those are farmers or seed production. No? They go on pumping, and government says less than 10 HP free. But now change, many are freebies are there, many are there. So like this, there are many things are happening. The question is, they go for arecanut, they go for I mean, paddy or this one. So question is again, why we have to do rain fed this much of water tomorrow? See, we have around, sir, in groundwater, I think large area is under the groundwater only, pumping repeated, especially South Karnataka, red soil area, repeatedly groundwater. So because water is good and there, and it will be used mainly for the arecanut and coconut, I mean, mini cultivation and paddy. The question is, see, we recommend you go for navane, ragi. Why they go? Because holding is his. So why should go? So then question is, they are asking, what is your advisory? Is he following? Why is not following? So then how? See, both the government agency all you sit and answer for that. So that means they are forcing us sit answer the reality questions rather than simply recommending. They say, oh, we have seen, you come with this. So that's why it becomes, rather than complex model or anything, we need a simple solution, say manageable in this one. Some of you have done it. For example, runoff. We derived a mechanism. What is the runoff here with existing conditions, with prescribed tomorrow how much you recommend bunding, how much you're investing, many structures, then it will be. So this is what we can. So in terms of of the rainfall, this is the rainfall. So we picked up the probability, variability, uncertainty. So we taken the maximum rainfall year. Another one is the median rainfall year, average situation. So how much is the runoff getting generated? How much is the runoff going out? So how much you can use them? So how much you have to leave it for an environmental flow? So how much you can use it? For that, how much you have to invest? So then government will be alert. So funding agents will be alert. Yeah, this is how can. So error is there, but we can work out. So such a solutions they want. See, rather than this is a cubic meter runoff, I don't what I can do now. It may be today, tomorrow, it will keep on changing. Question is where I can intervene. My 1 rupee, whether it works or not. So what is my message is what the outside world wants from is you link to the society, link to the business point. So that kind of projects now we are also emphasizing. No, invariably we have to switch out to that. So that tomorrow everybody can get benefited. Next, please. Again, next, please. Next, please. Next, same database can be thing. Again, crop growth. So complete drop as yield assessment. Each soil phase wise, each of complex soil unit wise, each crop wise, how the data is, what will the yield. The question is how it can be improvised. Yeah, you collect each farmer wise. Now government has made a crop survey data. I mean, app has been made. So what each individually that will come in. So, but that will be only in the Excel type. But translating it onto the GIS again. See, it is not like a standalone report. Distributed, spatially linking to the all other variables. No, that's why. Next, please. Agri advisory service. They're asking again weather advisory. When prediction is a very toughest task. Then again they are forcing us. Come on, how do you say? See, most crucial is sowing date. So are you advocating sowing date? When June? What June? What crop? What soil? How can we? Can we give? So then government can monitor. Yeah. See, I said this one, insurance tomorrow. All will be linked. See, why insurance again we are failing here. We are not linking. The insurance again they're grumbling. See, there are set of standards. Today in Karnataka there was a fighting. So pull it maybe. Less than 61% central government says rainfall has occurred. Means no, it is not Not drought. 61 or 60? What's the much difference? 61, yeah. So some see, there is no mechanisms properly. There are some standards are following. Okay, so the government again, World Bank says, can you do something so that PM case 530 they all can be brought in there so that novelty will be there. Bring more interactive, farmer oriented, answerable to that. Next, please. Next, please. Smart planning. So again, decision of structures. See, 11 crores. Heat has given us 20. It says you design everything. 20 sub watersheds. 6,000. You implement. With the department, of course. You plan it and give. We'll see how you plan. How you locate them. How much you allocate them. How you locate them. And that should be like an automated of its own. That's why. So web based again. Decisions created. Locations you are asking. Next, please. Next, please. Measuring stuff. Next, centigrade. Next, please. See, this one last time we are done. See, as I said previously, first I shown. No? So now it is improving. Very first, as I showed, completely bald. So why happened? See, we convinced them at the top farmer. See, if keep on, you are working with agriculture, you are opening the soil, rainfall will come, soil will go down. So it is becoming bald. So slopes are bald. So whole soil will deposited in choking now. So it is like a vicious circle keeping down. So how to come back now? So again we have fit them. So how the rainfall runoff can be arrested, improved, vegetation. Yeah, yeah. Contour trenches, we ask them to do for this, completely going stepwise. And some of them, even our students, they become JDA. Yes, sir, okay, we do. Why you are telling so? Some of them we convince them. No, what I'm telling you, we have to tone down to the come. Yeah, okay. Because let us make something materialized so that tomorrow, see, you are a department, I am university. No, not like that. Both have to come together. Then only will materialize something. If you leave our diversified activity, fine. NGO. So NGO, collect the people, you do. No, no, you said. What you have to translate them. So even we made a group. What they're asking, what the farmers are asking, what they intended. So you carry us to that one. So that we understand. In planning, we can improve it. So because social angle, if we forget only technology, then whole Eiffel Tower will come down. Nobody will ask. So making success a small success, I'm telling you, is very inevitable for the sake of our fraternity to stand up. Then, yeah, everybody will be there. Of course, many will be there enjoying the success, but nobody will be for failures. Of course, let it be. But at least we can do something. So that is our learning in last 10 years. See this one. After 6 years, it is coming down. But violet, I mean, stone is different, but it's a red soil eroded completely, deeper. No, not red. Tones slightly changed. It's a red soil, but because of the we have tried to convince them also. Yeah, it's a tone change. Actual color is this one. Next, please. Yeah, this is how. This is called Dhoti color. There is a each micro option. Next, please. This one is. This is we call as a diversion channels. Carry water. So many they don't know. Even this, sir, Tamil Nadu is better that you have separate agriculture. I mean, their engineering. We don't have. Many are there. So again, you have to tell them, sit down, please. Even no, sorry, please. I will come with you. Let us do it. We have not done. See what is diversion. You can see that person putting that. No, not right. He's our agriculture commissioner, watershed commissioner. I also appreciate him. See, at least he convinced himself. The system is like that only. See, no, nothing. System will not listen you unless you sit with it. With this, and every hierarchy. I'm telling. Lowest AO, I appreciate that person. He was retiring for another 2 years. I sat with them. Sorry, you forget all JDA, everything, monarchy. They will say and go, whatever you do it, and whatever nominally whatever done, you do. Rest you do. Question. Of course, our JDA was helpful in particular. So that's why now what we have planned. See, sir, we can plan 101 thing, but the question is, there it stops. Question is how to travel next, how to convince them. So that's why we tried them. This is let's say diversion. Sir, why we didn't diversion? No, nothing. It won't work, sir. Bunding we do. Don't worry. We keep the bunding. It's all right. What do you want? Check that. We do. Okay. No, 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 no. We sit down. Let's do it some point. So the diversion is helping them. I think you can see the very first one. See water is travels. I said water will move along the contour. It stays there. So it keeps the water wetting more. Again, we made small stops there. You can use the water, and that water you can use for the planting also. How you survive summers now? How to use them? So how to improve them? So that we have to make. So there is one called Japanese method, Miyawaki method is the Miyawaki method of foresting smaller, bigger, bigger. So I asked them this time, no, you have to use it. So what is Miyawaki? No, okay, you also open, I will also open actually. Let's come now. See, you are spending lakhs, virtually lakhs. Few perks you spend it this way also. Some demos will be. One demo you show, see, others will follow. Then you don't worry. So we need. So now the world outside, no, they're sitting on the hedge. They're asking us in that way. Otherwise, it says, oh, same routine, same thing. Let us push the generation. Next, please. The point. The same thing. All the not same thing will collect here. It will be there. So the money. Next, please. Next, please. Ah, sampling where we put the samples all eroded. See how to arrange them. So then we try to talk with the farmers also how to improvise. Some will listen, some may not listen. Another interesting I tell you, this whole watershed where we picked up. This is in the taluk or tahsil, what you call taluk you call. So within that, which is to be in Karnataka, as per the report, it is the most backward taluk out of them. The commissioner, when I select, I said, sir, why you are going for most backward? Let us go. No, 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 no. You have to select only with the most backward. So then finally he said, why we have to select for that one is we have to show. See, rainfall, sir, is average 800 mm. Very good resources are there, but too much poverty. Question is, we are not using it. So cycle is vicious cycle, is going down. So you have to slowly stop, slowly up. Then you leave it automatically. It will leave. The question is where to tackle, where to stop. So how your data helps you. Again, the carbon. How much you improve the carbon? So they're asking how much your carbon. 5 years, point not 5% at the most. But it still takes around 10, 20 years. 1.1. It's not easy to improve the carbon sink. It's not an easy thing. But 0.1%. That too, if everybody is alert, everybody is in that thing. And another some structures we are trying to use. Now we say drop inlet spillways. There are huge gaps between land to land. How to pass it on water without erosion? How to can so some of these and levees now eroded. How to stabilize them? Then forest and structures combined effects. How to push them, especially uh, bamboo is a very good innovative. And now again we want to link it to the remuneration. So that means like a income generation. See why everybody doesn't want. See, nobody wants today. See, you grow this one. We say okay. You said no, you go. What we do. See, gentlemen, especially we are targeting ladies group of SHG. You it will be useful for you for SHG, remunerate you. Then you can develop. You can also be part of the in the program of stabilizing it. Tomorrow erosions will reduce. There are so many examples are there. Even smallest bundy they don't put. He's under the utmost poverty. He says why I should put. Government should come and put it. Question is how much, what is the maximum? Government is asking tomorrow, what should be the maximum bunding I should? 100 meter, 200 meter, how much it will be? What should be designs? They say no bunding. You put a property bond, otherwise you go away. How to convince them? So then question one. So there are socio-economic, technological intricacies. Very simple issues.
Question is, we said, make some demo which are viable. So then bank upon them. So that's what we do last year. So now we are up propagating. See, you can also do it. You can only. But still, goal is very far off. We are making some bits. Next, please. Then again, this time we are working. So 6,000 hectares, around 20 micro, 20 sub watersheds, each 6,000. So again, designs they are asking with the based on that. Next, please. Next, please. Again, abundant. See, these are not, these are black soil area. These are red soil area. See, they are, this red shows that there was not at all a bunding was there. We now introducing. Question is how much? There was some. This is a black soil area. You can how to understand through this stream network. See, impressions are there. Footprints are how. Can we rec up something so that we can understand? So that everywhere you can't measure everything. So then how we can translate them? So far that we are picking up now. So there is a tank system here. The question is, you see, they say it is belongs to the minor irrigation department. We don't touch it. They say we don't know. So is again World Bank asks, see, then what is mean by planning? So you're offsetting this one question mark. Then we have to look up to the government. Then what it says. See, these are all like an issues are there. No, contour funding, yeah, you said no, but at least we are limiting, even it is a property fund, to an extent it arrests the runoff and so. Okay, that's we are proposing. Question is, what would be the waste we have? Question nobody just unless you insist, unless you give some put the waste here or not. See, putting a waste is as good as you are securing much more. But question, so that's why we are trying again how we can improve that area. So can we get modular type, new material? Can we bring it down so that we can attract them, so that we can push through? So we are opening many areas now. Next, please. Similarly, as a carbon sinking that, as I said, to 19 to 2006. Okay, next, please. Then again, see, we are understanding geomorphology, how various types of soils are there. Then land use, land cover. Many composites are there. Then how we each position, each pockets, what structures need to be proposed. So it's a DEM. I think we are. DEM is given by like remote sensing agency, Karnataka State Remote Sensing Agency. Now from the no, they are our partner, and again from the project the fund has been given to them to procure. Yes, sir. No, world view, sir. World view 3. 0.5 meter. 0.5 meter resolution. So now question is asked, how you plan it? So now they're asking, you plan now, then go check verify. Is it okay there? That is the biggest question they're asking. You see, previously everybody will go that AO or AO somebody, depending upon his intelligence, on his presence of mind, he will prepare a DPR 10 crores. Question is, you prepare, design, sync with them, then check verify. So question is how much you are deviating, how much you are unanswered, disassociation. How we can improve it? That's why we are working. Check dam. How we design a check dam, where you can look at it. No ready-made answers are not. See what is in the book for the students. I am telling even in students. It's okay for the remark, the guideline. Guideline, sir. In the when we are studying, we yes, sir. No. Exactly, sir. You are well said. No. My point is, what I'm sending a message, no, sir. What is there in the book is a guideline, principle. Yeah, it should be done. It is not a text. It's a guideline. But question is, of late, we have to introduce how it can be done later. So that we need a owner's responsibility of push. One simple mechanics, thermodynamics. This mechanism. They are the different plateau. See, for example, thermodynamics means he says, a student says, no, sir, it's in only in engine. No, sir. See, simple rainfall, if you want to understand, you should know thermodynamics. Then why you are differentiating? Thermodynamics means this one. So you must only know this mechanics. No, not like that. So that means what we are not able to tell them. So even I tell you, sir, Our departments, farm machinery, soil and water, this one, no, even in agriculture also, 14 departments, they are not helping the undergraduate student because we are going in one stream this way. You learn this. If I want to take up a sowing, it needs a farm machinery, it needs soil and water, it needs an irrigation, everything is clubbed. And so that if you tell them, so the person in the final year undergraduate, he'll say, sir, I will take up this work. Yeah, definitely. Now he's under the puzzle. This way you will teach us this way, stops there. A loose end stops there. This one will go and stops there. This one will go stops there. If you are asking him, you sink them. Question is not, he's not good swimmer to take it though. Even I told them everything. No, we are see, PhD, okay. He or she will understand. I'm going in deeper somewhere, deep diving. No, it's not deep diving. Only 10 meters diving. Question is I have to spatially you have to understand. Lacking, I think we need to circles, contours, higher contours, but again I'm telling the question will be asked again. Next please. Similarly, rain gauge. Which rain gauge? Definitely. Academics is okay. Question is again one of the I push one of the PhD student this time is working. So how many rain gauge? How to rain gauge? What is the representativeness? 3 kilometer radius, 4 kilometer, 5 kilometer. If you go 1 kilometer far, how much data loss, cost effectiveness, what will be? So that will be the information tomorrow. Anybody can use it. Yeah, it's okay. See, we have to push them to use the come with an information where society can improve easily, directly can adopt. So that's why one of the. So here is a two rain. See 2 and 3. Question is we take one rain gauge and we make whole prediction everything that this finally. Question is have you do that tomorrow? Is it representative? That will happen. So there are issues are there where even student can be he'll be thrilled so that tomorrow I can say something. Next please. Again we have come up with grid based solutions so that we can fit it for numerical modeling also. We can say to something so that what would be the rainfall. Next please. Now we are coming up now. Next please. Next please. Next. Then soil moisture. So completely soil moisture. So again, we are working with Indian Institute of Science. They are working soil moisture. Same with the microwave remote sensing. Again, we are working on it. Next, please. Then again, you are AET. Most toughest is the what is the AET? It is like $1 million question. If it is there, you can progress and say any advisory. Otherwise, you are coming again back to the class, back to the square one. So the question is how we can tackle. I think much area now students can work in AET. Next, please. Groundwater recharge. Question is how much is going down? Are we knowing completely? How much it can be? Next, please. Again, so this is a website we are working now. So we solve, give some solutions. Still, there are many flaws are there. Again, working now. The website. It's in Sujalatri. Conservative type, no. So we can't come up with solution. See, I tell you, what at the end they want is see, a small, yeah, one step, small step. Can we move? Alone cannot do. That is pakka. Like, so like this, sir, we are all 5 universities are there. Area, different area. Keep on working now. Indian Institute of Science is there. National Bureau of Soil Science is there. They are there. I mean, all state department, line departments, they're all made as partners. They have given work. So watershed department is at like a spearheading. World Bank is funding. So what World Bank wants is why the central government giving counter guarantee DOLR is tomorrow they want to scale to the all states now. We had even one training program for all the states also, including Tamil Nadu, everything, many other all 30 states. Now they want to, so tomorrow wants guidelines to be formed. So using the existing technology, machinery, problems, perspectives, how we can push them on a single, at least in on one platform, accessible on one platform. So in that direction, we have to set it what is not, differentiate them. So that sort of For that, I tell sir, the very first bottleneck is two professors or two gentlemen are coming to one agreement from that or any to that itself is again two institutions. We call many sorts. I don't want them. Some they say, oh, why should it? Again, we have to bring them. No, see this is okay. At least okay, we our blessings are there. You can go ahead. Like the civil laws. Yeah.
Sir, I have one doubt. Sir, you are considering more than 50 plus thematic layers and many data in high resolution spatio-temporal. So, what are all the database management system you are following?
Database management, so that's why database management. Yeah.
What kind?
Database management, yeah, same thing. We are working on in a different folders. Now, question is, for example, rainfall runoff relations. Ultimately, question is what spatial scale? Spatial scale means, so are we answering each landholding or are we answering each soil phase? Soil phase means complex soil unit. So how it responds now? What would be the runoff potential? So question is what will be the events now? So we are considering 15 minutes rainfall means each rainfall event. So then how tomorrow? So question is what is its peak? What is the probability of event? So then can we tomorrow say that this one for this agroclimatic conditions, what will be the temperament of rainfall? So tomorrow, what will be the essence of the runoff? How much it can absorb? How we can quantify it? So suppose this one you have a data, okay. Something is you don't have much that much data. Then how you translate this into that situation based on hydrological similarities. So you need to develop decision support. So the database again used for decision support to transfer. So again, question is even if when you develop, how much is validated? Can be acceptable. Okay. So that also again one slice. So these things are there.
This inventory is available for open source, sir. This
No,
data
still
sets.
data source is with the university department. We are working we are working with in-house now. And of course, will again a policy will come for the open source. Nowadays, data is like a platinum. Of course, it's they are coming with open. The government wants at the most. Again, as sir said, no, we are working on same thing. No, it is not. It is we are creating a database. Number one, so the database can helpful for everybody next subsequently to come with numerable possibilities of solution. It is not that only one solution is a final. No, no, that can be worst solution also. So there can be many other solutions. See, why we are not working? We don't have a data. So why I tell you, even we are not seen a data of this much, and we are that's again. So question is how we can translate. First is how to learn. So that's why I said very why it's okay. Question is we have to answer some of the point tune. You make it professionalism. You show the professionalism. Tomorrow anybody, including me, will ask you, "Come on, can you do it?" That's all. Right? So only thing is if you are doing masters or PhD, have a professional edge. Not mere academic. Yeah, anyway, degree. I mean, some you will do. Yeah, okay. As university, but the question is, next what? Tomorrow will it fetch you 10 rupees? With that banking on, that's your mental. We can do.
A very good afternoon to all. Immense pleasure is mine to propose a vote of thanks. I would like to express my thankfulness to our beloved Dean, Dr. A. Raviraj, for his constant support. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to Dr. N. Senthil, Dean School of Postgraduate Studies, for his incessant support. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. V. Ravikumar, a professor and head, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, for his constant support and guidance. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Balaji Kannan, professor and head, PSN IT, for his continuous encouragement and support. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank Dr. Duresami, sir. And my immense gratitude is to Dr. U. Satish Kumar, Professor and Head, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, College of Agricultural Engineering, Raichur, for accepting our invitation. Thank you, sir. And thanks a lot for a very extensive presentation. And I am very confident that this will be very useful for the students. And thank you for providing a greater insight for them. Thanks a lot, sir. And I extend my sincere thanks to all the faculty members of this college for their kind cooperation. I would like to extend my heartfelt acknowledgement to the students and thank you all for the support. Thank